He is the heavy artillery.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Planet X, Mars. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. We have some new packaging design here from Planet X, which I do quite like. We actually have a picture of the figure on the front here. Planet X, Mars on this side of the box. We have Mars on the other side of the box. We have Mars on the top, Mars on the bottom, Mars. On the back, we have some more obligatory product shots, this and that. Warning, don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. We got QR codes. If you want to scan them, go ahead, scan them. Scan the codes. Scan the codes. Hooray for codes. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with another image there of Mars. And on the back, you have his alt mode, you have his tech specs. If that interests you, hooray for cards. And moving right along, here we have Planet X Mars, and this is Planet X's take on the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, Ironhide. So, yeah, here he is in his vehicle mode. One thing I will say about this vehicle mode right off the bat is this thing is just like a solid brick of vehicle here. Like, once you got everything all attached together, this thing is like dead solid, and it's really nicely done. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You have some red as well as that pink right up front, as well as right in there. You have the kind of smoky transparent plastic there for the cockpit section. You have some nice gunmetal gray going on there, as well as for the rims. You can see the wheels down in that transparent plastic as well. And you got some more details here picked out. And that gunmetal gray as well as right there. And there's the top. And there's the back windshield. Again with some more pink there for the tail lights. And there's the top. There is the bottom. It rolls as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. So there you have that. And for comparison, here it is with Planet X's Optimus Prime, so you can see how that works out. And just because, here he is with Siege Ironhide. So, there you go! So now let's talk about accessories. He does include some weaponry. He has his gun right here, and it's been forever since I played the game, so I don't know what the guns are called. I don't even know if I knew what the guns were called when I was playing the game, but anyway. There's his gun, just done in black with some of that pink in there, and looks quite good. It does also include a big ol' battle axe here with the transclearance blade, and I love the detail in the blade itself. I do exercise a bit of caution with the axe because these points right here, they're kind of pointy, so be careful. And this right here, also kind of pointy, so just be careful. You don't want to accidentally stab yourself with this, but those are his weapons. As far as storage goes, there are ports on either side here. The gun, you can kind of just plug in right here on the side like that. Have that going on if you want to, I guess. You know, it's a thing you can do. As far as the axe, the only way to actually plug it in is like that, which is actually kind of cool when you think about it. Just, whoa, that'd be dangerous. Just doing donuts and just cutting off Decepticons at the ankles there. That would just be like, oh my god. Anyway, you know, that's actually kind of cool, really, when you think about it. But you know, hey, that's pretty much the only way to store stuff. There's no actual port up top. Would have been cool if there was like a port up top, just to kind of have it right there, a bit of a centralized location or something. You know, I don't know. It's just hey, things and stuff. But there you have that, and that is basically it for the vehicle mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? You get a good spin out of him. So, to begin, we're just going to come down here. We're going to take these sections and just bring them up. These are his robot mode toes. And we come right in here and we open up this section right here. Just bring that down. That holds on very securely. That's quite snug. Maybe a little too snug, but holds together solidly. And once you've done that, you can come down here and just unpeg these panels right there, like so. And we come up top here and we just bring these sections up on this double hinge and get all that out of the way. So once we've done all that, we can now take this whole back section here and just undo it. You can see you got a little tab that goes up in here, and this hooks into that panel right there. And you just take this and just extend it all down, like so. And this is what will be his legs. So now, we can split the feet here. The feet do hook into one another. Little hook tab here, like that. There you go. You can see right there. Little hook tab there, so undo that. And then split the legs apart. And we can continue on with the transformation of the legs. So, the foot you just want to take and flip around and rotate it around so the toes are facing forward. Once you do that, you take this section here and we just pull that out, then rotate it, and then we just push that back in. This panel comes up, this panel comes down, and pegs over it like so. And then you take this section here, oops, get it down, bring that back, and that will peg in right in there like so. This panel just comes down to form the shin. And there you have a leg all done. Second verse is just like the first. So just flip the foot around, rotate, and just wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle to get that undone. Rotate it, push it back in, bring that up, bring that down, bring this down, peg it in, bring that down, and there we have the legs all done. So now we're going to rotate them at the waist, 180, and we're going to bring down, get his legs situated here. And then we're just going to rotate little crotch panels down, like so. And now we can work on the upper body. So now we're going to take this front section here and just, actually we need to untab it first. So just kind of pull this forward, and again, everything else together solidly. There we go. Undo all that and also untab from these sections here. There you go. You want to split that. And we can now bring the arms out. You can see there's little spring-loaded panels here that when you push the arms in, these compress in and then come out to fill out the body. It's a neat little trick there. So once you have that done, you can extend the arm down. And you need to do so to make room for the shoulder pad, because that's going to shift over like so. This section here is just going to slide in. And then we can bring the whole arm down. On this side, it is super tight. There we go. Just bring that shoulder down. And we can open up this panel, flip out his hand, close that back up, and then rotate his hand so everything's oriented properly. And there you have an arm all done. Second verse is just like the first. Just kind of bring that out, extend, shift that over, compress that in, bring the arm down. That one's a lot easier. And open that up, flip out the hand, close, rotates, and there you have the arms all done. So now we come back here, and what we're going to do here is this section is on a spring, so this just pulls out, and we need to come in here and flip out his head, and then we rotate this around like so, and his shoulders kind of get in the way of this step, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. But these sections here, you're going to flip in, do his backpack, like so, and flip that in. Ooh, you stay. Flip that in like that, and this little panel right here flips out oops, flips out. Make sure these pieces are out of the way, which they're not. Get out. There we go. This little panel flips up just to kind of fill in the gap, and then it just compresses back in. And then these little sections here just rotate like a quarter of a turn and just come down over his shoulders. So just rotate it basically so those little tabs are facing down. They just come down like that. And I think we're done. Are we done? I think we're done. I hope we're done. Yes, we're done. Woo! And there you have Ironhide in his robots mode. And it's a pretty good representation of how he looked in the game. I'm personally pleased with it. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at his chest, at his noggin. There's the noggin. You can see the face itself done in that gunmetal gray, blue for the eyes, kind of some bags under his eyes there. So no, I think it's a pretty nicely done head sculpt. And some black there again. You got some more details picked out in that gunmetal gray. Some more details here in the shoulders picked out in that gunmetal gray. Oh no, I think it looks quite nice. Even details on the inside of the legs picked out in paint. There's big old feet. And move up the back. See, looks pretty good. It just has this little panel here as a backpack, but everything compresses up pretty nicely. So all in all, I think he is pretty well done. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of wiggly waggly. He can look up, he can look down. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out, but once you get to a certain point, he hits himself in the head with his own shoulder. You do have bicep rotation. You get under 90 degrees of a bend there at the elbow. You have wrist rotation. The hands open and close. You have waist rotation. If we move little hip panels out of the way here, legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward only about that far. You got thigh rotation. You only get a little bit to bend there at the knee, unfortunately. That's as much as you get just due to the way all this is designed. That's all the knee bend you're going to get out of him. And the feet, they can move up some. They can move down some. You have a toe joint, and you have the ankle tiltage as well as rotation. One more little tidbit about his knee that I'm splicing in right here. If you unpeg this section here, you do get a little extra bend at the knee, but not too much. You're still not going to get a full 90 degrees out of the knee, so either way, his knee articulation is a bit limited, but still, just throwing that in there. And of course, we can give him his weaponry. He can hold his gun. And it just slides out to his hands. And he holds that very securely, so you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. And you can give him his big old axe. And here, just get that in there, close his fingers around it. There you go. And he can hack, 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 hack. So you can do all kinds of that if you want. So there you have that. And now for comparison, let's bring out the Planet X boys here. Here we have Planet X's Optimus Prime, Planet X's Magnus, Planet X's Grimlock. He's kind of a big boy. Planet X's Megs, Starscream, one of their Insecticons. And how does it scale with Siege? Here he is with Siege Ironhide. And last but not least, here he is with Siege Prime and Magnus. So there you go. So there you have Mars. Another solid offering from Planet X, in my opinion. You know, my only real complaint, it's really just a nitpick. I really would have liked a little bit more range of movement in some of the joints, but otherwise, he is a dead solid bot. The alt mode is dead solid, you know, and a nice representation of video game Ironhide. So overall, I am quite pleased with him and happy to add him to the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron collection. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Planet X's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Planet X Mars, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face. Why do I feel like throwing somebody? What? No, I don't know, parallel universe thing. But anyway, I got the perfect plan for defeating the Decepticons. Well, what is it, Pram? We need every advantage we can get. Simple. We hack into their music devices, and we rearrange their playlists. What? It'll drive them crazy. But, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother arguing with you. Why do you always make it seem like I'm the unreasonable one?